Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a very special day. I am going to be revealing what am I? Recently, or I guess it's been almost a year now, I took an AncestryDNA test to find out where I'm from. So you guys, this video, it definitely is not my raw reactions, but I've seen these and I'm really excited to be able to share my background with you guys and really just kind of learn about you guys as well. So I guess like pretty much all of my life I've kind of wondered like what type of cultural background I had. For me, I am African American, and a lot of us are descendants of slaves, so we necessarily don't know what our background was. You know, I'm sure some of you have had people who are like, oh, I'm like 1% Italian, 1% like Scandinavian, something like that, or like 1% like Mexican, or whatever they may say, just talking about their background. And for you, it's just like, well, I don't really know what I am, I'm just black. Yeah, so I've really just been curious of my background for a very long time, so I'm really excited to be able to share that with you guys. You know, I've had a lot of people actually growing up ask me like, you know, where are you from, or where's your family from? And I'm just like, you know, they're from the US, and they'll be like, oh no, I mean, but like, really, where's your family from? And like now I feel like if you looked at me just like, oh, you know, they're just black or something. And well, I guess some people, they may kind of like or ask what particular African country I may be from just based on what I look like now. But when I was younger, I wore my hair straight a lot, so I guess that kind of caused people to be curious as well. And then I had different people who would ask about the meaning of my name, which would prompt further questions. So really just like a mix of things that motivated me, and I really just always thought of the different cultures in this world are that they're so beautiful, and just to be able to learn about them, learn about which cultures I'm connected to outside of being American. So yeah, I'm really excited to be able to share with you guys my AncestryDNA results. And I have my handy dandy laptop right down, so if I look down, that's what I'm looking at. So without further ado, let's get started. So just looking at the map or percentages, it looks like I am 91% African. I mean, obviously, I feel like that's no surprise. And let's see, for European, I think it was 8%, and then I had 1% Native American. So breaking down into Africa, you know, it looks like I am 31% Nigerian. And this one, like, I was not surprised at, like, at all. Like, I literally, like, growing up, I've had, like, people, like, who are Nigerian, like, from Nigeria, who came directly from the country to the US, like, pretty recently. Like, they were just like, oh, are you Nigerian? Like, I literally had one of my classmates be like, you know, where are you from? Where are you from? I mean, like, really. And I was like, oh, are you gonna ask him if I'm Nigerian? And they're like, yeah, I know my people. And I was like, I guess Nigerians, they know a fellow Nigerian when they see one, so they just knew that. Yeah, so that's the largest percentage or country of my background. So Nigeria, 31%, and I was really excited about that. Just, I don't know, like I feel like Nigerians, like, they go all out, like, they're very extra, and or from what I've seen, you know, I'm still learning about the culture, but you know, like, as far as like fashion, you know, really kind of presenting themselves, I feel like Nigerians are great at that. And you know, I think contrary to popular belief, Nigeria, it's actually like a pretty, not necessarily like rich country, but you know, there are a lot of things that you can do there. It's like in cities and things like that. So on to the next. It looks like I am 17%. It says Cameroon Congo, so like a mix. And for that, like, I don't know, like, I guess I wasn't exactly expecting it, but like I figured to be there because you know, just generally West Africa in general, you know, there are so many cultures there. Next was Ivory Coast, Ghana, and I think that's pretty awesome. Like, I hear a lot about Ghana and both the Ivory Coast, so you know, just seeing it there is like pretty cool. That's 15%, by the way. The next one is Senegal for 10%. 10%. For this, I was like kind of excited because I have a former French teacher was from Senegal, so had I known my results back when I had that French teacher, I would have been like, hey, Senegalese, we're related, like, by possibly, I don't know, but like 10%, which is really cool. And the next is Africa, Southeastern Bantu, 7%. Below that, Benin and Togo, 7%. And then 3%, I have Mali, so hey, shout out to all my people from Mali. What else? And also, like, just for Africa, the last one was Africa South Central Hunter-Gatherers, like, and that was just like less than 1%. So it looks like literally like all of West Africa, like going down into South Africa, like that's all me, and then like a tiny bit of East Africa, like a tiny bit, but mostly just like pretty much I am West Africa. I am Africa. On to Europe, the largest percent is Iberian Peninsula, which is like Spain and Portugal. Which I guess this, like, it wasn't a surprise for me because the Spanish were in the US for a while, and then of course like I don't know, just like I figured it'd be there. Just having a little bit of European, just for a lot of African Americans, you know, have European in them, whether that be from due to slavery or just kind of like post-slavery relationships, things like that. But yeah, I think it was like really cool. Like there's one of my classmates was like, oh, like, hey, cousins, when I told them I had Iberian Peninsula. Below that, I have 1% Great Britain, 1% Europe West, which is like broken down into like Belgium, France, Germany, Netherlands, Switzerland. It's like, it's very broad, and since it's only 1%, like it doesn't necessarily matter. There's like European Jewish, so like next time I see a Jew, I'm just like, oh, never mind. I was gonna be like Mazel Tov, but I actually don't know if that's a Jewish term. I may edit that out, I don't know, we'll find out. Let's see, 1% Finland, Northwest Russia. I always knew that there was Russian in me. I am a Ruski. I'm just kidding. One of my teachers is like, I had a Russian teacher, and like it was so like he is like the epitome of memes. Like if there could be a meme, like a meme king of teachers, like this teacher would be the king of memes. Shout out if you know who it is. Like I know some of my like former classmates, you're gonna watch this video and you're gonna know, like immediately know who I'm talking about. And I may send them this video, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, like wow, Russia, you know, I've always felt like that was my homeland. Okay, back to what we're doing. And it looks like the last 1% is Native American, which I thought was really interesting and really cool. I guess it is like on here listed as like less than 1%, so I may have had like a really way back a potential like Native American ancestor, which I think is really cool. But you know, I definitely won't claim that, just because like, you know, Native Americans have seriously been mistreated within the US, and just like to show respect and kind of, you know, that's their culture, that's their thing, or the different tribes, you know, they have their own culture. So I don't want to by any means like try and claim being Native American or anything like that. But yeah, like this is just really awesome being able to see my results, and this definitely isn't the raw reaction, so I don't know exactly what my immediate thoughts were when I saw it, but definitely Nigeria for sure. I was like really excited for that, and it definitely was not a surprise, just due to like different Nigerians like being like, I know you're Nigerian, like telling me like they just knew, like they didn't know anything about me, just like they just look at me and just like, you're Nigerian. And yeah, but I mean, I was just really excited about that because, you know, they have beautiful traditional clothing and traditions, things like that. And then for Cameroon and Congo, I guess I didn't really know too much. I know that there are like quite a few problems in the Congo, so it was just kind of like, okay, yeah. But just kind of looking at this, seeing like how I do have a mix of literally Africa, Europe, and the America, and yeah, the Americas, North and South, or probably yeah, North America, which was really cool. And I think before this, I watched a lot of videos to kind of prepare, to kind of have an idea. So yeah, like, I'm so glad to have shared this with you guys. I really would love to learn what you guys' ancestry results would be, and I'd love to take other tests. Like outside of Ancestry, there's like 23andMe, there's like what else? I have to look. There's like one specifically for like keying into like your tribal backgrounds in Africa. Like for those who are African American, you want to know exactly like what tribes, you know, down to like literally modern day. You can do that as well. I don't know what company that was though. I'm trying to see like what else. There's like Ancestry, 23andMe. There's like, oh, MyHeritage. That's the other one I was thinking about. And there's another one, yeah. And pretty awesome just to have all of these different platforms that you can learn about where you're from, and so I'd love to share with you guys that. And actually, if you're interested in learning what your Ancestry DNA would be, I have a discount code. This video is by no means sponsored, but I do like have a code just if you guys would like getting like, I think 10-20% off. I'll have to check out, like, have a layover here with like what the actual discount is, but I definitely think it's worth it. Just being able to kind of it's interesting, just learning your cultural background and being able to share it with others and find ways to relate. And I think just like even though in the US we really kind of like on media promote diversity and like acceptance of the world, we're still very much lacking in it, in the sense that it's kind of like cool to kind of like take pictures and be a part of it from a distance, but when you actually, I think within our country, just actually being immersed can still be a bit taboo for some people. So yeah, definitely if anyone would like to learn about their ancestry, check the description box for the code. I may even just do like a little layover here. But yeah, I mean, it's just really awesome. I mean, for me, because like the furthest back I knew was like my great grandparents. Yeah, so my great grandparents, I didn't know them, but my great grandmother, she lived to like almost 100, and she died when I was like around 8, I believe. And for her, like, I was very much a part of her life, and for her, like, she was kind of born like just after slavery, and worked in factories in New York, which was, you know, just like hearing her stories were very humbling. And both of her parents were slaves, so it's just kind of like the great grandmother who I knew was a very big part of my life. Just knowing that her parents were slaves, it's just like, you know, slavery didn't end not too long ago. So really just kind of learning about not only American history, but my history, my background, and it's really humbling and just really inspires me to kind of learn more about the world, and it's just really exciting. So yeah, again, I don't know how long this video is now, but please comment your ancestry DNA, whether you took Ancestry, 23andMe, whatever you took. Feel free to comment your results down below. I'd love to hear about them, and maybe even connect. We can all be like, yes, we all have a little sprinkle of this, a little sprinkle of that, and like, I don't know, just regardless of what country you are, just share it down below. And I'd just love to know how I'm connected with all of you guys, and maybe all of us can just start a network of people who are like very distantly, well, possibly related or connected. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Here is the positive comments of the video down below, I believe. Yeah, so in case you're new, one thing that I like to do is to showcase one individual who just spreads positivity, and most importantly, self-love. So if you could also comment down below something that you love about yourself, and in the next video I will feature that. And we can just like have a chain going of self-love and positivity. So yeah, thank you guys. I hope you had a great day.